Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Finding Your Voice podcast. This is season 3, and I'm your host, Dr. Velma Bagby. Finding Your Voice podcast is a powerful path designed for everyday people, authors, entrepreneurs, ministry, and business leaders who have found their true inspiration and motivation for their assignment. Our episodes feature authentic and informative conversations designed to help others on a similar path. I love sharing experiences God has helped me to overcome on my personal journey as an author and as a business leader. So that's why this Finding Your Voice podcast is designed for an audience that can use motivation to get started, or those who can benefit from tips on how not to give up during those challenging times, because we all had them. And so I welcome you to the show, and I want to introduce to you my guest today. It's my friend and fellow author, Myra Cooks. Welcome to the show, Myra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you tell the audience about you?
Well, I'm Myra Cook from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm 74
Ooh,
and I'm a first time author. Well, 3 books, but first time being published by myself. And I just love writing.
wow. Have you written all your life?
Well, yeah, I wrote stories and I just let my friends read them and all like that. I had said I was going to get published, but you know how life get in the way,
Yeah,
children and
yeah,
working and like that. And I just never thought, pursued it really
right.
until I
Well,
met you and then at the CBLR, the Christian Book
hmm,
Lovers Retreat. I had no idea it was that many black authors.
yeah. Well, I got a chance to meet you through the Christian Book Lovers Retreat, and we became
Yes.
friends. And you became a great supporter of my books. I couldn't wait to help
Oh,
and support
yes.
you as well.
Well,
But
I thank
you
you.
you and I are both a testimony that it's never too late. Because I started writing my first book at 64, 7 years ago. I
Uh,
now have 27 books. So you started off, and I thought you're going to have one, and I kept looking. I said, "Here's another book. Oh, Myra has another book." So now you have three.
yes, I mean it shocked me too. I ain't kidding because I mean you just never know
No,
what God has in store for you.
that's right.
I never really thought about being published. Published, I'm just writing to for me,
Right, right.
and
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 working
and
with Listen Linda LLC, you get to become the number one bestseller, don't you?
yes, and I ain't kidding. When you sent me that text and said, "I think you can do this."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I said, I ain't got no story. And then I thought, well, I've been telling the same story since 1975. I mean, I know
Right.
people tired of hearing it, but I said, okay, well, we'll see.
Well, you did it. I knew
Yeah, I did.
Jacqueline Cox would help walk you through, and she did just
Yes,
that.
yes,
And
she did.
you did not only become a first-time author, you became a best-selling author.
I know, wasn't that something?
And those
I
are
was,
two titles. Those are two titles you that doesn't go away.
I know, I was just surprised and everything. I mean, really, and I thank her all the time. I said, I just didn't and think that it was for me. And but Jeremiah 29:11, you never know what God has plans for
No,
you. And I'm like,
no.
oh my God, it is. I just thank Him every day.
Well, you know what that song I sang on Facebook? I'm expecting great things. You don't know what great things God has in store until you walk
I,
in it, right?
I know that is so true, and that's why I try to tell my granddaughter to just keep at it, keep praying. You'll make it. You'll make it.
Right. Everybody has those challenges. I mean, I was not without my challenges too. And so it's
Hmm.
important for us to learn how to push past them, because you don't know what God has on the other side. He had that title, those two titles waiting for you.
I know, and you just you don't think, okay, yeah. yeah, I got this. Then you don't have it. And then I just say, Lord, okay, you got to give me some words because I don't know what I'm doing. I said,
I,
you have to help me make a story. But, when I started with this Finding Love After 70 and went through the boot camp, 21-day boot camp,
mm-hmm,
and I went to this church.
mm-hmm,
Our church went visit another church. And this lady got up and said she was 89 and she got married at 84.
uh-huh.
And the Lord sent this man to the church to marry her.
Wow.
And she said, I wasn't looking for no man. And
Right.
I said, well, that's the same thing I said. I ain't looking for none either. I'm content by myself. I said, oh, she's saying the same words I be saying all the
Mm-hmm.
time. I'm not looking. I'm content being by myself. And she said she avoided him for the longest. And
Wow.
then he finally caught up with her. And they
Wow.
got married. And he lived 4 years. But she said she was happy. And then when Jacqueline started with the boot camp, and I didn't have no story, and I thought about this lady, I said I
Wow.
can. And then so
Wow.
I wrote it, and I be telling people about it. And the first thing they look at me and say, "Did you find love?" No, I didn't find love. This is only fiction. No, I'm not looking for nobody. It's just pure fiction. That's all. And they
But
just
based on a
they just
true
laugh.
story.
Yeah, uh-huh,
I
yeah,
love those kind of fictional stories because when you think of my cat series, talking about dating and relationship, all those stories are stories I've met, people I've met before. So it's all right for it to be fiction, but
yeah,
it's not going to walk people into a marriage. It's going to show you that what's possible. And that's what I
yeah.
love about the story, especially when I read the synopsis says love has no age limit and it's never too late.
No, it's not. It's not.
Mhm.
And my daughter, the first one, Mama, who is he? I said, who is who? Uh, the man. I said, girl, if I was had somebody, you'd be the first to know. And then my son gonna chime in to me, yeah, who is he? I said, y'all know, y'all be the first one to know if I had somebody. And
Well,
they just laughed. I said, and I don't.
Well, just like you said earlier, you never know what God has in store.
You
So it's a
sure
good
don't.
place to be where you are because if He has it for you, you don't know it. But if
Yeah,
it
that's true.
shows up, you're going to recognize it because
Yeah.
you're going to know it's God because you weren't asking Him for nothing.
I know, and I told my friend, I said he better something written on his forehead that said I'm from God, because I mean, you just come across all different kind of men,
Yep.
and nowadays these men will kill you over nothing,
Yeah.
and I just rather be by myself. Hey, how you doing? And keep on going.
Right. God will really have to show. He'd have to walk in with that light of the Holy Spirit
Uh,
all over him. He has to see
yes, yes.
shining.
I know, because I just no, I'm
Yeah.
just content by my. I have said, Lord, sometimes you wish you had somebody, but then I say, no, that's okay. I'm fine where I am because I get around. I catch a bus, I catch a Uber or a Lyft. Just like I told my grandson, I don't have to wait on no man to do nothing for me. If you don't want to help me or whatever, I'll do it myself. And they just like, oh, grandma, don't be like that. But I don't, I was married once, and
Hmm.
I told you with your book,
Hmm.
uh, that first book, he was a
Did you find
catfish.
the cat? You found a fish in there?
Oh yeah, he was a catfish, and Lord have mercy, I
Oh wow.
could have threw him back. I'm
Wow.
like, Lord, it was just ridiculous.
Well,
And
we didn't meet soon enough. You didn't read the book early
I
enough.
know, if you had cause like I told you, if you had wrote this book in the '70s, and I wouldn't even fool with him.
Right,
But
right.
you live and learn,
Of
and
course, of
so
course.
I just, I'm content with being by myself, and you meet people, men and like that, but you know If you riding the bus and I'm riding the bus and the way you looking, no, we don't
Right.
have nothing in common.
Right.
No, and I'm not looking to
Right.
take care of no man.
Right.
But
That that should never be
you
the
just
goal. That should
uh-huh.
never be the goal
Yes,
at all. He
yes,
should at least bring something with him,
yes.
ready to bless your life because he sees the value
Uh-huh.
in you. And I agree with you. One of the things I've always said, and I don't know how we got on this, but we got on the love conversation, the love bus, I should say, and we haven't gotten off. One of the things I always say when I hear people confess like you did, I'm satisfied by myself. I'm not looking for anybody. I've heard men say that, and I've heard women say that. And inwardly, I always say to God, I say, now see, God, that's the perfect person to send the perfect person into their lives because they're not looking, they're not seeking. That's when you know they're ready. But the hungry ones, it's just too much. They're not ready.
Uh,
If you
I
got to
know.
do all of that, you're not ready because anyway, a man finds a wife. And so when you get that hungry and thirsty, you're not ready.
And
Yeah.
and
And
that's why I tell some I've lent your books out to
uh-huh.
some of the young girls at work,
Mm-hmm.
and I done told them, I say, now you read this, and I say make sure you find the right person,
Right.
and they will come back. Oh, Miss Myra, I I didn't know about this, and I said, well, that's why I'm
Oh,
telling you. You know,
oh,
for you to find the right man, not just go out there and get somebody.
anything. Right. When you deserve
Hmm.
so much more, you have to
Yes,
remember your value because women are valuable. And what's
yes,
unfortunate,
and you don't have to take everything from
no,
somebody.
no, you sure don't. I love this story, and I love the fact that I didn't know there was a category called later in life romance. I cannot wait to use that because it's
I didn't
beautiful.
either.
It's
I didn't
beautiful.
either.
Well, I'm working on a book for our 52nd wedding anniversary, which is next month. I released the song early, but
Hmm.
next month I'm releasing the book to tell more about my story because I released my 70s love story telling about how we met in 10th grade. But
Yeah,
I was encouraged by my publicist. He said, well, it's 50 years later. Why don't you complete the story? So that's what I'm doing. And my 70s love story 50 years later, I'm writing the book and hopefully it'll be finished next month. You get to see a glimpse of other things that we experience throughout our lives. So we'll see.
yeah. I
And
can
when I,
understand. Yeah, people go through stuff and
of
like that.
course,
I mean, everything ain't usually perfect, but you work on that. You
yeah,
work on it and work
it's a
through it.
commitment for sure.
Yes.
And you did the key
But
word,
when you
work
done had
through it.
enough, yes, but when you done had enough, you done had enough. And so
Yeah,
this is not gonna work out. You know when to
you
get
have to
out.
have two people working together, and if you only
Yes,
got one trying to make it work, that's hard. It should never
yes.
be one-sided like that. So, Myra, what can you tell us special about the story? What stood out for you more than their age, but what stood out for you about this love story?
Well, I wanted to write about a person who has narcolepsy,
Mm-hmm.
and I want all my stories to have a person to have some form of narcolepsy,
Okay.
and and come dealing with it, and then you finding somebody that's going to accept you
Accept it.
as
Hmm.
with what you got.
Right.
And but it's just when I heard her story, and I thought, that's it, cause God speaks to you in different ways.
Yeah, he does.
And one Sunday, me and my cousin, we was coming to church, and I heard, "He's the one." And I looked at her, I said, "He's the one what? What, did you say something?" She looked at me, she said, "I ain't said nothing." I said, "You didn't say he the one?" She said, "No." I heard it plain as day.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a new preacher that Sunday. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
church secretary. We got to be close and everything, but he wasn't the one.
Mm-hmm.
But you just hear them little inner thoughts,
Yeah.
how God speaks to you or through your dreams and stuff.
Mhm.
And so that I said, well, I could put something together through that because God done spoke to me many a times through
Right.
my dreams. And then all of a sudden you hear something and you looking around like, okay, now I know I'm by myself.
Right.
And but I just thought of that and I said, well, we'll see how we can, put him, Christopher, and Catherine together. Because,
Right.
and I mean, and Jacqueline helped me out a whole lot too. And, telling me, what to dig deeper
Mhm.
into it. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, dig deeper. I don't know nothing else to get put through it. But after you read it again and again, and then to expand on something, like, oh, okay, yeah, I get you now. But
Yeah.
Christopher and Catherine, neither one was looking for anybody.
Right.
And God spoke to Christopher to go to this
That's what I'm
church
saying. When
and
God
go there
says,
and
mhm.
find this woman.
Mhm.
And naturally they gonna come me too. I'm gonna run away too. No, he ain't sent you for me. No,
Right. Right.
and so that's and
I'm waiting for the memo, right? I didn't get the memo
uh-huh,
yet.
yeah, I know. I'm like, no, God ain't sent you. I mean, no, he didn't send you for me. He didn't tell me that. But
Right.
it just he sends subtle
Mhm.
little reminders to you, little
Right.
things that jab you, and you thinking, wait a minute, did he just say that? Okay, maybe it is for me, but you want to deny it as
Right.
usual. Cause
Right.
now I'm by myself. I got my own place. I got my children, my grandchildren. I don't need nothing else.
Right.
But but yes, I like that concept of how God do speak to people,
Yeah, he does.
and that He ain't gonna send you nobody that He don't think is worthy.
And what I love too is that God brought the couple together in the story as well as the people that you pattern the story after. And he doesn't tell you how long you have to build that relationship. Because see, that man died how many years later after they married?
Four,
4. He's
four or
not going to
five.
give you a timeline. He just expects
No,
you to make the best of what he's given you while you
yeah,
have it.
that's true.
And now, what if he
Yeah.
said you have 4 years to make this work?
Yes, and then I
That's
mean, she said she was happy,
good.
and I was like, that is good, cause he can do that to you.
Yeah, yeah, we can.
Just now,
Well,
he let you know that there is happiness out there.
right. Well, I want you to explain. You mentioned narcolepsy. A lot of people don't know it. I didn't know about it until you told me about it. So, can you tell us what does narcolepsy mean? What is it?
It's a neurological disorder. You fall asleep anywhere, anytime. You can just be waking up from a long good night's sleep, and then you still be tired and just
Mhm.
fall asleep anywhere, eating, talking,
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
And then plus it has other symptoms with it, like cataplexy, where when you get emotional, you
Mhm.
lose control of your muscles and you
Mhm.
just collapse. You can't move until you calm yourself down.
Right.
And then there's sleep paralysis, where you have the nightmares, and that they be so jarring, so scary that you can't move until you calm yourself. You be trying to wake yourself up to get out of that situation.
Do you
And
go into that kind of detail in the book that's coming out? You're part of an anthology that's coming out calling Dozing Through Life. I love the name of that book. Do you go into more detail in the book?
yes, and it's just, I tell the humor side of it.
Okay.
Some of the
Okay.
stuff that I the crazy stuff that I did during when I be asleep and don't know it, but I still be moving around, be still functioning. And
Wow.
until somebody said, Myra, what you doing? And I'm looking around like, uh, I don't know. Cause
Mhm.
I just and or I took this certain medication. It made me hungry. I mean, to
Wow.
the point where I'd be starving at night. I would
Mhm.
get up, cook me. The first time I cooked me a bowl, can of chili, brought
Mhm.
it back to the bed, gonna eat it, fell asleep, woke up hollering because I done wasted it all on me on the bed. And I'm like, oh Lord. And so I get up to clean up, but then I try to change the sheets and all like that, but I couldn't because I was so dizzy. So I just give up, put a towel over the stain and go back to sleep and
Right.
wake up
Right.
and change. And I was at work and I went to the printer, start pulling stuff off the printer, and this girl said, "Mom, what are you doing?" I looked and said, "I don't know." And I done took work off. They work off the, the printer, and I'm like, she said, "You need to wake up." And I'm
Right.
like, I am woke, but it's like I still see everything, hear everything, but I'm asleep, and
Wow.
I have no idea how that worked.
Wow.
And but That's sleep paralysis. Then I had, and another one is hallucinations. I think I
Mhm.
see stuff and really don't. I
Mhm.
just be, but you think you're seeing. I'm like, it's just too much. But you think, how could somebody function like that? But I did.
Yeah.
I did, and thank God he was with me
Well,
on
thank God.
certain occasions. I
Yeah.
would get on the bus. I'd be
Mhm.
falling asleep. I'd be sitting next to somebody. You know how you go like this, just
Right.
be just sleeping. Then all of a sudden, I wake up and say, "Can you ring the bell, please?" And they look at me like, "You've been asleep all this time," and you just wake up. Or then
Wow.
if I get to I be awoke all the way downtown. From
Mhm.
downtown, time the bus
Mhm.
turn on my bus stop, I go straight to sleep. And I know exactly when he done passed my stop,
Wow.
and I wake up. So it's just. But I learned to cope
But
with all that.
thank God for that, that he's walking with you, that he can help you to determine those things. So tell
Yes.
us, Myra, how can, if a person is interested in the books you've already released, like the one we just talked about concerning um, the love story, finding love after 70, or your future projects, how can they stay connected with you?
Well, they can reach me through Myra Cook 1951 at gmail.com,
Hmm.
and to give me their address and send them a signed copy,
Okay.
and you could cash out me at Myra Cook 51.
Okay. And they are also on Amazon, all your books?
Oh yes, yes, they all on Amazon.
Okay.
Yes, ain't that something that I got books on Amazon? I
With
just
an
couldn't
S,
believe it.
not book, but
I
books with
know,
an S. I'm so
I
proud of you.
know it's so strange, and
Look at God. Look
I
at
know,
God.
I
Well, I
know.
want to say thank you for being on my show today, Myra. I'm so glad we got a chance to connect. It's been a pleasure having you, and I hope you enjoyed your time. And for those of you who
Oh,
are
I did.
listening to the audio version, make sure you write down that information concerning how to reach Myra to get a autographed copy of her book. But I love the one she just released about the finding love after 70, and the new one that's coming out soon, dozing through life. Is very interesting, and it helps to educate the rest of us to make sure that we being a little sensitive and showing some grace to folks we might run across during
Yes.
our outings who have this
Hmm.
condition. So be patient. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.